Maybe you should start your own podcast.
Well, I would love that. That's what I was very excited to come here because this is my first podcast ever.
Really?
So yeah.
I was going to ask. I feel like you've done it before. You're very confident on the camera.
Thank you. But yeah, so I was very excited because I wanted to see like how you guys do it and what is behind. So that's something that definitely I would like to do.
That's Beautiful. So cool. But you're pretty much in front of the camera when you do journalism as well, right?
Yes, that's correct. I just feel like it's another world when you're doing it in a language, in your second language.
Yes,
like
I can imagine.
Yeah, that is not as natural for you. Let's say it that way.
How do you do journalism for Colombia if you're here though?
I don't do it anymore.
Oh, you don't do it anymore? Okay.
Yeah, I don't do it anymore. So I've been focusing in fitness.
Yeah.
So now the goal is to be able to combine my both careers as a personal trainer and as a journalist and start to doing it here.
Okay, so you're going to be being a journalist here?
Yeah, I hope.
Well, okay.
Well, you got to keep yourself accountable now. It's on camera.
Have you thought about a field of which area you're going to be a journalist for? Sport, weather?
So I guess because my passion is fitness, right? So I don't necessarily see myself being a journalist, for example, for, I don't know, like the weather of sports, right? But I want to become an expert in the field of fitness, of exercise, resistance training, right? And be able to just share my knowledge and help people. Like either if that's in a magazine or on TV or a podcast or a channel. And that's
YouTube,
why
Instagram.
on YouTube, and that's why I started my YouTube channel, so that I can, show my knowledge. I can help people, and I can also build that.
Yeah. I like that. So you're building a YouTube audience in a way.
Yes, that's correct.
Wow, okay.
It's awesome. As you said before, you want to obviously not just help your clients, you want to help more than just your clients. And you're obviously capped to who you can help, but being on a platform like YouTube, like Instagram and journalism and blogs and all that stuff, it can get to so many more people, which is awesome. In today's age, how do vlogs weigh up against like short form content like TikTok and Instagram?
I think it's hard. Because people's attention is very short.
Yeah.
They just want short, quick content. And that's what I'm struggling with because I am aiming for another type of audience. So my focus at the moment is more in YouTube.
Okay.
Which is more that long form content.
More than long form content, sorry. But the thing is, you still have to be in the other social media, right?
Of course.
So I'm trying to find that balance where like I can, because YouTube demands a lot of time. It's like a longer form, it's longer edition, is more preparation. So then trying to get content from there so that I can put in the other platforms.
Yeah.
Do you want a tip?
Yes, please.
Use the longer form content as your short form content. So you can break it up into multiple little shorts.
Oh, cool.
So then that way you can just post as many as you want from that longer form content. That's what we do. So on the podcast, you see those little shorts that we've been posting on Instagram, maybe not. That's from one big long YouTube video. So that YouTube video goes up and then we just make little shorts. So then obviously the people's attention is a lot shorter on Instagram and TikTok. So then that way we can try and, as you said, be an advocate for a lot more people than just the 200 and something that are following us.
Exactly. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah, because in a way, all you're trying to do is direct people to watch your longer form content because that's where you thrive, right? Where you want to be creating an audience, but also educating people because you love the blog writing and you also like the long form content on YouTube. What made you get into that? Because, English is your second language. So I feel like it would be really difficult for you to sit there and record a long form content piece. What made you start in the first place?
So that was the journaling that I was doing for a company back home.
Yeah.
During COVID times. And so I started to do long form content in Spanish. And then I wanted to continue, but I got like really busy with personal training sessions.
Yeah.
And then I stopped doing it. And I don't know, I feel like it was actually a good thing, because I feel like once you start social media, right, you start creating good content. But when you start to get busy, it's hard to keep up with quality content.
Yes.
So what I found it was happening to me is that I was starting to post anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not what I want to become. Like, I just want to provide value for people.
We fell into that trap as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So I said, no, if I'm not gonna do it, I'm just better not gonna do it. Like, and I gave myself those years to, like, just focus on being better as a personal trainer, as a coach. And I think thanks to that, now I have so much knowledge and so much confidence. And then after like being running, I do PT sessions, but I've done classes as well. And I remember one day I was like, all right, like I've been doing this like for like few years now, like in English, blah. And I said like, oh, I'm just gonna grab a camera and I'm gonna record myself, like, and just.
That's the perfect way to start.
Oh my God, it was terrible. I was watching that and it was like very hard to watch. It was horrible. I hated, and I was just like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And
the first one's always the hardest.
It's like when you watched our first vlog, our first podcast. Sorry, like that was a hard watch for us. We were like, oh my God, this is so bad.
Was it?
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought like, oh no, like I'm just gonna give up. But then I remind myself how I started, right? How my first personal training session was and all of that. So I thought like, no, like I have to get better at this. And then I remember asking a couple of clients that I think she was a principal in a high school for years, and he had like also a good position in the government. And I asked them like, what do you recommend me to get better at communication? Like I want to become a better communicator. Yeah. And they say, he gave me a book. I cannot remember the name of the book. And then she said Toastmasters. And I said, Toastmasters, what is that? And then I found Toastmasters, that is a public speaking club. Wow. That helps you to improve your public speaking and become a leader, or like improve your leadership skills. So I started to do that a couple of years ago. So thanks to that, now I feel like I have so much confidence that I'm like, okay, I'm able to do this. And it's not going to be perfect. It's not perfect. Like what I'm like, today is not going to be perfect, but doesn't matter, right? Yeah. Like at least now I feel confident that, and I'm giving it a go. And, and I think that's what it's about. Like, if you ask me when I first came to Australia if I was going to be doing anything of these, like, no way.
Yeah,
like,
Toastmasters and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no.
How would you explain that to someone that doesn't know what Toastmasters is?
So Toastmasters is an international organization that is, I think, I would say most of the countries in the world, and is non-profitable. And I think they have many clubs in Sydney and in different parts of Australia and the world. And basically what you do is you go there, and then between like all the team, you help each other to become like a better public speaking. So the meetings are split in two parts. On the first part of the meeting, you are like practicing speeches. So you go and you do a speech, and then you get evaluated on that speech, what you did well, what you could improve.
Well, so feedback straight away. That's awesome.
Which is amazing. Yeah, that's what you want. And the second part is an impromptu part of the meeting. So we have something that is called table topics. So then someone will be giving some questions, like random questions, right? And they are sometimes not even difficult, but they put you on the spot. So I don't know, for example, like...
Again, backed into the corner.
Yeah, like, do you prefer winter or summer? Like Rhiannon. And then you just have to stand up and speak for 1 minute.
Oh, wow.
So
a minute?
For a minute. Like
about winter or summer?
Yeah, like if you will prefer winter or summer.
Go Rhiannon.
You know what? I would prefer summer because summer is a great time of year to be out and about with your shirt off or your bikini on, up to you completely. But at the end of the day, it all depends on how it makes you feel. Being in the sun, vitamin D, these are all fun activities that you can do out in the sun. And if you don't get out on a nice summer's day, you're wasting your time. Is that a minute?
Well done.
23 seconds.
Damn it.
23 seconds. I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah, because it was
very
boring.
well.
Thanks, Brendan. Welcome to the podcast. Okay, well, I got to improve then. I think I might go to Toastmasters.
Toastmasters, yep.
You've sold me.
And I think it's very intimidating when you are in front of a group of people.
Yeah, look, I'm going red. I'm red raw.
Maybe for the first time, isn't it? Or is it nerve-wracking every single time you go?
Still, sometimes, I've been there for 2 years, right? There are members that have been there for 20 years. So they are very good. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
That's awesome.
Our club is been for, I think, 60 years. Yeah, 60 years.
Wow.
That's a huge organization.
Yes, it's huge. And the most amazing thing is like all volunteers. I think just the head office gets paid, but it's all volunteers. So every club works thanks to that. So that's something that has really helped me in the journey.
Wow.
Otherwise, it's no way. No way that I will be doing this.
This episode is brought to you by Dynamic Recov. You're not lazy, you're just busy. But let me ask you this. How much longer are you going to let your health take a backseat to your calendar? You already know what to do. Train, eat well, stay consistent, but knowing isn't the problem. Doing it while running a business, managing a team, or raising a family, that's where most people fall flat. At Dynamic Recov, we coach high-performing professionals to take back control without adding more to your plate. We give you a clear plan, real accountability, and full access to our coaching team right from your phone. Use code Evolv at checkout to get 50% off your first week. That's EVOLV. Hit the link in the show notes. Start now before later turns into never. Now let's get back to the episode.
I think the public speaking is definitely something that a lot of people should do, just to get their confidence levels up. Have you had clients talking about confidence? Have you had clients where their confidence level was really low and then you help them gain more confidence?
Yes, all the time. And I love seeing that. I love clients become more confident. Yes, I have different stories about that. I used to have a client, and I remember. Most of the times they don't say it in those words, but once you start to get to know them, you understand what is their why, right? And pretty much he hired me because he wanted to get fitter. He wanted to find someone, and he just wanted to have that confidence. And we started training, and he started to love it, and his appearance changed, but most importantly, he was getting more confident. And when we were still training, he got engaged, and now he's married. So those are the kind of stories. Or I have a current client that he's a teenager, and when I met him a couple of years ago, he wasn't very, very confident. Just you can tell by the way that someone is standing, right?
Yes. Yeah, slouched. Yeah.
Exactly.
Eye contact, body languages, all those things.
Exactly. At the start, he wouldn't hold, look at the eyes, the way that he will present himself, and now he's another person. And sometimes I don't know if they can see it, but I like to say to them hey, have you noticed this? Have you noticed that?
That reflection.
Because that's one of the best things that fitness and exercise is gonna give you.